The universe includes everything that humans can think of: stars, planets, galaxies, and even the energy that makes everything work. Imagination is the real and eternal world of which this vegetable universe is but a faint shadow. William Blake. Welcome to another video of Cosmos Observer, the only destination for your space curiosities. Sonification is the process that translates data into sound. NASA has launched a brand new sonification, audio developed by translating astronomical data received from the black hole in the center of the Perseus Galaxy Cluster. It is positioned over 240 million light-years from Earth. Until now, there is a common belief that sound cannot travel through space because sound needs a medium to travel, but outer space is a vacuum. However, the astronomers were able to produce this sonification due to the Galaxy Cluster, which has an enormous amount of gas that has thousands of galaxies within. These vast number of galaxies themselves form a medium allowing sound waves to travel. The authentic sound waves picked up with the aid of using Chandra X-ray Observatory had been equated to the screams of the dead. It is a pretty unusual place in the space with respect to the black hole, the outer area with inky darkness, absolute silence, and essentially nothingness. There must be nothing within the tremendous vacuum holding sound vibrations, this enormous cosmic entity. Astronomical facts say that it has electromagnetic waves that may be transformed into sound. And that's in which NASA comes in. You're acquainted with the brilliant perspectives of the outer area captured with the aid of using observatories, along with the Hubble telescope. Yes, I'm talking about the sounds. The equal facts picked with the aid of using those satellites can also be translated into sounds audible with the aid of using the human ear, a system known as sonification. Black holes are a number of the strangest and maximum charming gadgets in the area. They're extremely dense, with such robust gravitational fields that now no longer even light can get away their grasp. Because not anything can get away from a black hole, they're invisible, making them very hard to discover. However, with the aid of using the use of unique telescopes, we have detected them by using the impressions they've created on their surroundings. A few of you will be amazed to know that we can also pay attention to those elusive cosmic monsters. NASA has lately launched the audio of a supermassive black hollow positioned 250 million light-years away. Now, I understand that lots of you will be thinking, if the area is a vacuum, then the sound cannot journey via it. But it seems that that is a famous false impression. Although the maximum of the area is largely a vacuum imparting no medium for sound waves to propagate, via a galaxy cluster, on the opposite hand, has adequate quantities of fuel line drifting among the loads, or maybe hundreds of galaxies inside it. This approach that sound waves emanating from a supermassive black hole can journey many light-years via this skinny surrounding medium. The audio recording you approximate to pay attention to was created after astronomers in 2003 determined that sound waves dispatched out with the aid of using a supermassive black hole induced ripples via the new fuel line on the center of the Perseus Galaxy Cluster that is positioned 250 million light-years away. I have repeated myself for so many times now. These sound waves had been recorded with the aid of using NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory, however, cannot be heard with the aid of using human beings. The pitch is nicely under the bounds of our listening, but astronomers have extracted those sound waves and made them audible for the primary time. The alerts were then resynthesized into a variety of human listening with the aid of scaling them upward with the aid of using 57 and 58 octaves above their actual pitch. Another way to position its miles is that they are heard 144 quadrillion and 288 quadrillion instances better than their unique frequency. The result is this eerie intergalactic howl. This is the sound of a distant supermassive black hole ringing at some point in the universe. Since 2003, the black hole in the middle of the Perseus Galaxy Cluster has been related to sound. This new sonification, the interpretation of astronomical facts into sound, is being launched for NASA's Black Hole Week this year. In a few ways, this sonification is not like some others performed before, as it revisits the real sound waves determined in facts from NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory. The famous false impression that there may be no sound in an area originates with the reality that the maximum of the area is largely a vacuum, imparting no medium for sound waves to propagate via. In addition to the Perseus Galaxy Cluster, a brand new sonification, it's an illusion, but a cool one of any other well-known black hole is being launched. Studied by the scientists for decades, the black hollow in Messier 87, or M87, won superstar fame and technological know-how after the primary launch from the Event Horizon telescope venture in 2019. This new sonification does now no longer characteristic of the EHT facts. However, as a substitute appears at facts from different telescopes that determined M87 on an awful lot wider scales at the kind of equal time. The photo-invisible shape carries 3 panels from pinnacle to bottom: X-rays from Chandra, optical mild from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope, and radio waves from the Atacama Large Millimeter Array Chile. The brightest location at the left of the photo is in which the black hole is found, and the shape to the higher proper is a jet produced with the aid of using the black hollow. The jet is produced with the aid of using cloth falling into the black hollow. The sonification scans throughout the 3-tiered photo from left to proper, with every wavelength mapped to a special variety of audible tones. Radio waves are mapped to the bottom tones, optical facts to medium tones, and X-rays are detected with the aid of using Chandra to the very best tones. The brightest part of the photo corresponds to the largest part of the sonification, in which astronomers discover the 6.5 billion sun mass black hole that EHT imaged. To the Space Telescope Science Institute, operating in partnership with Caltech IPAC, Center for Astrophysics, Harvard and Smithsonian, and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. In addition to the Perseus Galaxy Cluster, a brand new sonification of any other well-known black hole is being launched. Studied with the aid of using scientists for decades, the black hollow in Messier 87 won superstar fame and technological know-how after primary launch from the Event Horizon Telescope venture in 2019. These sonifications had been led with the aid of using the Chandra X-ray Center. They blanketed as a part of NASA's Universe of Learning software with an extra guide from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope Goddard Space Flight Center. The collaboration became pushed with the aid of using visualization scientist Kimberly Arcand, astrophysicist Matt Russo, and musician Andrew Santagita. NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center manages the Chandra software. The Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory's Chandra X-ray Center controls technological know-how from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and flight operations from Burlington, Massachusetts. NASA's Universe of Learning substances are primarily based totally upon paintings supported with the aid of using NASA below Cooperative Settlement Award Wide Variety NNX 16AC65A to the Space Telescope Science Institute, operating in partnership with Caltech IPAC, Center for Astrophysics, Harvard and Smithsonian, and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Turning visual data like these into sound can be a cool way to experience cosmic phenomena, and the method has scientific value. Sometimes transforming a dataset can reveal hidden details, allowing for more detailed discoveries about the mysterious and vast universe around us. Stay updated for more information. One question before we go. P.S. Why did the cow go into the spaceship? It wanted to see the moon.